Family, hopefully you're doing absolutely wonderful. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Dr. Brian McElderry. I'm a former pharmacist turned holistic life and business coach, speaker, and author. If you want to learn more about my story, you can check the link down in the description. But in today's video, what we're going over is answering this trying question that I know a lot of individuals are looking to answer. Which platform should I use for my new online service-based business, my personal brand, and actually going into course creation, turning my purpose, my passion, my thoughts, my ideas into profit, right? And everyone wants to do that. In my particular opinion, it's the best profit margin business you can have, right? Everything that's in your head, you put it into a system and teach other people, right? Who doesn't want to do that, in my personal opinion? It's been transformational for my life and my clients' lives, and I want to help you decipher which platform you should use. Now, for me, I have used both platforms, so I want to go over both, maybe which one might work best for you, and then tell you why I switched from Teachable to Kajabi, and maybe why you should just make that leap so you don't make the same mistakes I did. So I love each and every one of you because you are here divinely for a purpose and a reason. So I appreciate you and I'm so grateful that you are here in this space. So let's go ahead and jump into today's value. I'm going to hop into my computer screen and we're going to go through it all together. And before we jump into the screen, don't forget to hit that like button and the subscribe button, as well as turn on those notifications so you don't miss any more videos that I produce coming in the future. Now, if you're here new, go and check out our previous videos as well. We talk about all things life mastery, minimalism, and entrepreneurship to create an abundance of love, money, and impact. So if that sounds good to you, go ahead and hit that like, hit the subscribe button, as well as turn on those notifications for me, and let's jump into the video now. So now that we're inside of my computer, what I want to show you is really the comparison between Teachable and Kajabi from their home website and what you should expect, as well as take you inside of each of the platforms and showcase really why I switched from Teachable to Kajabi and which one might work best for you, and maybe why you should just skip some of the steps that I made at the beginning of my business and make it a little easier for you just jumping straight into Kajabi. Okay, so what I want to start off with is both of the platforms here and their home pages. Okay, so you see here Kajabi's homepage. What it is known for is to be the all-in-one place. Okay, this is where you come for all of the resources that you're using right now. Okay, and it showcases it here. Is maybe using landing pages, maybe using ClickFunnels as well as MailChimp or ConvertKit. You have a website with Squarespace or Wix or WordPress, and you're looking, okay, I have too many tabs open. I have too many different, entry points into my current business that I have to manage, and it's becoming a little bit overwhelming. If you're starting off right now in your online service-based business and you're looking to avoid this right now, this is why I believe Kajabi might be a way for you to go, so you can just skip all the steps, get everything set up the right way right off the bat, and not have to worry about transferring everything from these sites onto Kajabi. Okay. So it just explains this a little bit more about why, the online course platform, having a website, having an email sequence system, a CRM, as well as having pipelines to be able to automate your business all in one platform here within Kajabi. Okay. So that's the homepage for Kajabi. Let's go into Teachable's homepage. Now, Teachable has been around since 2014, where Kajabi has been around since 2010. And you might ask, well, if Kajabi has been around a little bit longer, why does it seem like Teachable and Thinkific and other platforms for courses are, a little bit higher on the scale? Why are they bought into a little bit more when people are starting their online service-based business? It's because it's very niched, okay? When I first jumped into starting courses more so for my business, I really jumped into either a Thinkific or a Teachable platform because it was specifically for courses. But now being a service-based business owner that has multiple different ways of servicing clients, and my personal brand being a product of its own, I want to be able to have different entry points for people to come see what I do and how I can help them, right? So I don't want to have to manage all of these different systems anymore. And that's what really drove me from starting on Teachable to saying, wow, I'm tired of being on my Squarespace website, being inside of MailChimp, having Zapier to connect and integrate each and every one of my platforms together, wondering if the Zap, if you don't know what a Zap is, go look it up. But essentially what it is it connects all of these different platforms together. So it triggers, if one thing happens in one system or one platform, then it triggers a response to happen in another platform, right? And I had to worry about if that trigger or Zap even went off at times, and was my business really running effectively for me to manage, or was it causing me more stress? So for me, there came a point where I eventually transferred over, and this is more so for my seasoned business owners that might come here to say, hey, do I switch from Teachable to Kajabi, or I just skip all the steps? If you're a new business owner, maybe this might be a starting place for you. But again, where I made my mistake is I had multiple courses on Teachable at a certain point, and I had to transfer all of that content. I'm talking about what I thought was going to take me a couple of days, almost 2 weeks to transfer all of those videos, all of that content over to Kajabi. Okay, so making sure really that you are understanding your vision for your online-based business, being able to start off where you can, right? But also understanding that, you don't want to make it harder for yourself in the long run. So that being said, what Teachable does here is, it does have a way you can, set up your website, quote unquote, for your business. But in general, it's specifically for courses. That's what they're tried and true for. They do have an email marketing platform as well that you can email your members, your students, your clients. But in general, it's really just restricted towards selling your knowledge base via courses. Okay. So there's nothing wrong with that. Let's jump into the pricing platforms for both, because again, we're in the business of driving revenue and sales, right? So we want to make sure that our margins are where they need to be. So we need to understand where our expenses are going out. Okay. So here on the left-hand side, you will see it automatically populates to the annual because they're smart for that. But then when you click on monthly, for some, maybe you do want to invest annually and get it out of the way. So again, times each of these by 12. On the left-hand side, you see that when you click on monthly, it's $39 to start off with. And then you jump up to the most recommended, which is the Pro plan, and it's $119 per month. Okay. Now, what I want to point out here is really the transaction fee is substantially high when you start off, right? So if you start getting customers and students into your courses and you're like, I'm only paying $39 a month, but then you start adding up the transaction fees that happen for you using the platform, for you, being at a lower entry point into the Teachable platform, they are incentivizing you to get more of your profits, right, by investing a higher amount. But then again, you only have a limited amount of, autonomy with this platform, in my personal opinion, to scale out. Now, there are multi-million-dollar businesses that are run off of Teachable and Thinkific and other specific course-based platforms, and that's perfectly fine. But then again, it's what you prefer and what you envision for your specific business. Now, what they did add was a coaching product, Teachable and Thinkific and other platforms, specifically Teachable, because I am familiar with this platform and I've used it for my business when I started off. They have added the coaching product. Now I'll show you when I jump inside here. What this is that, it has a template for you to sell a 12-week coaching program. It's incentivizing more coaches to come onto this platform versus just service-based, teachers and, instructors of that sort that are used to these platforms. They're trying to incentivize, hey, we have a specific product for you to develop your coaching-based business on, right? So, hey, that might incentivize you again, but really focus on the numbers. And when you crunch the math, you're really getting an email marketing platform as well as a course-based platform, which is great for some, again, right? So you can read through these home pages, and when we jump into Kajabi and we jump into their pricing, what I have for you is that it might seem substantially more, right? Again, smart marketing here, they automatically tab that on. And if you go to monthly, right, it's $149 to start off your Kajabi platform at the lowest rate. Now, $199, so $200 a month that you might have for starting this off. And you might say, well, that's a lot of money to start off with, specifically more so for my new business owners that are starting out. My more seasoned, you might see this as an easy investment to free up your space. You see the ROI, right? But for someone that maybe hasn't got their business off the ground yet, you might be like, I'm going towards Teachable, right, to get myself jumping. But at the end of the day, what is going to be the future of your business? And again, like I said, I started off on Teachable, was able to kind of get myself moving and going. But for me, it became a headache when I had to manage all of these different platforms. And that was my biggest thing, is having to manage my website, my email marketing platform. You know, again, they do have email marketing here, but specifically integrated for email marketing. You know, I wanted a little bit more autonomy with that, right? To be able to automate some things that went out, and sequences and systems. And like I talked about Zapier, that system that, you know, when one thing happens, that triggers another thing to happen. You see here that it's $149 a month, but there's a 0 transaction fee right off the bat. So you are taking more profits right off the bat by selling your courses and whatnot on this platform at the lower rate. And again, you're getting all these this ability to start your business and your platform right off the bat and making it an easier way. If you do the math and you're investing into all these different platforms, and maybe for some of you, you've already invested an immense amount of money up front for a website developer and, you know, all these different things, and you haven't even developed, you know, a way of driving revenue and sales yet, you start doing the math and you can see where I'm going here, okay? So I would highly consider, you know, this, if you're trying to skip the steps and just go in on one platform and have everything done and avoid the nonsense like I did, okay? Now, again, that's not to bash Teachable at all. It's very, you know, useful. But again, you got to have a vision for where you want to go. And if you're all in, then I would definitely suggest this platform, regardless of the price point that you might see per month. And again, it's an ROI that you're going to see later down the road, okay? Now, let's go into each one of these platforms here, and you will see my Teachable that I still have up because I wanted to still record this video at some point. This is my current business, my life coaching and business coaching business. I don't want to jump into here directly because I want to protect my students and my clients and their information. But this is my first ever business that I started 4 years ago, which is my holistic health coaching business. And I'm gonna jump into here because there's not too much going on in here because I got late into the game on the automation and course building when I was doing health coaching, okay? So let's jump into here, move this over because I do believe it's gonna show some things. So I wanna make sure that's protected, okay? Still might have some people, yeah, still have some people over there. So I wanna protect their information. But as you see here, when you jump inside of Teachable, it will have you develop a school for yourself. So mine was, you know, Envision Health Academy. Now it's the Shift Academy. You will have a school for yourself, and then you can actually develop the products as you see over here, which will be your courses, okay? The user interface is pretty intuitive in my personal opinion. It's very easy to use. You can have your site here that you can develop, which would be the landing page for your courses, right? So when people land on this page, then they can see all of the courses that you offer, and you can link some other things here. But again, it's very limited to maybe what you can do. The sales portion is where you can see all of your sales, your payouts that you might have, your emails that you might want to send out to your course students. You can have a history here, template. But again, as you see, once we jump into the Kajabi side, you will see how much more autonomy you have with that platform to really build and scale upon your business. The courses you will see here. And you can see here that I started building out. I really didn't drive anything revenue-wise. But as we jump into the 4-day Healthy Habits Jumpstart, which was more so opt-in for me, you can have your curriculum here. And this is where you build out everything. And then you can add in videos to each side and preview what it would look like. So let's see what if it'll jump into like a preview of what it might look like. Okay, so that's what it looks like. So that's what your students would see on the left-hand side. They would see their completion, all of that. You can have videos, assignments, attachments in there, okay? So let's jump back in. Have your pricing model here. And this is one thing that I will say that, was very simplistic about Teachable is that you can have your pricing model, you can make different prices here, and you will see what I'm talking about when I jump into Kajabi, okay? You can bundle content. So if you have multiple different courses, you can bundle those. But that's really the gist of Teachable. As you see, very simplistic, but again, scalability is what we're worried about, setting your business up the right way the first time so you don't have to transfer. I'm talking about hundreds and hundreds of videos for me that I had to transfer over to Kajabi, and it was a hassle, right? So let's jump into Kajabi. All right, so now we're over into the Kajabi backend portion. And again, I'm going to protect my current clients and students. So this is not my personal one. This is more of a mock-ups, but it looks exactly the same, okay? And I'm gonna show you my actual site here in just a second so you can see what the finished product looks like, okay? So let's jump in on the left-hand side here. You see, this is where you would start off again. If you have Wix, if you have Squarespace, if you have WordPress, anything that you're having hosting your current website now, you can see that you can develop your whole website here. As well as if you have landing pages, if you have any type of system to where you are, having specific pages for your offers, you have all of the accessibility to create specific pages here and drive traffic to those specific pages. If you are looking to start a blog at all, and you are more of a written person, you want people to hear your thoughts through written word, you can start your blog here. Analytics. Okay, I want to show you the blog so you get full accessibility. Okay, set up a blog, looks just like that. So very intuitive. This is exactly how it would look for you when you jump inside. Okay, analytics, it shows you your revenue that pops up and populates at the top, a recent activity for people that have purchased, opt-in, anything of that sort, you can see all in one space. And then again, you have this easy accessibility over here from this bar to where you can jump back and forth from what you want to create and what you want to manage. Let's jump down into products. So this is maybe why a lot of you are here, is because you want to start your first digital product, right? And again, their mantra is starting it in minutes, creating everything in one platform, making it as easy as possible for the service-based business owner. Now, for me, when I first jumped onto Kajabi about 2.5, 3 years ago, again, like I talked about, Kajabi was created in 2010 and Teachable in 2014. So it was not like this, guys. It was very, very confusing. It did not have this easy, user-friendly interface. But now you see that they have thought about the service-based business owner and what they might need for their business to start off and start driving sales and revenue for their business very quickly. Okay, so you can start off blank. You have a mini course, you can have an online course. Again, dripping courses. If you're a new business owner, what that means is essentially you want to wait for the content to be exposed to your potential students or clients over a duration of time. So they're really, really grasping the content, doing the work, and then they have to wait the next week for the next series of content to drip out. The reason why this is beneficial is because what I teach for my clients and in my personal business, what I practice is that you can have an idea, right? And you can create the content as you go while driving sales still to your course and business. Yes, this is legit, okay? You can do this, okay? As long as you have a plan in place and you deliver, yes, you can do this. But the key is to test the market and get people into your product, into your business. What I see a lot of new business owners doing is they are missing opportunities because they're waiting so long to have the whole course built out when they haven't tested the market. So if you want more guidance on that, you can reach out to me, but that's not what this is about, okay? You can have a membership, have a coaching program. They recently added some of these because obviously you see developed by Brandon Bouchard here. So he worked with Kajabi obviously to have a template for you to have your course, coaching program built out. And if you want to create a community, just a space for people to come in and, just communicate, and charge for some of these memberships and have a value ladder inside of your business. You can do all of this inside of here. The offers tab. What I was talking about in Teachable just a moment ago is that, you can see that when you create a product, you can go into one system and have the accessibility of doing, many different pricing plans for that specific product. This is the same thing here in Kajabi. It took me a minute to get used to this, but it's been very beneficial because I can create different offers that I might want to run for different specials. I can create a custom offer that maybe I want to offer to a person that opts into my email list and give them accessibility to a new free offer automatically, right? There's so many different, customizable tools inside of Kajabi that you can have to actually start your business and scale it. The marketing piece for any of my people that have a huge list or trying to develop a list, or you are just a person that is trying to automate the marketing process. You see here, it kind of shows you what this looks like. If someone signs up for your opt-in page and you give them a free template or any type of thing of that sort, you have the ability to automatically send them a 2-day email sequence. You don't have to do anything. You can pre-write these, and then it sends them to a special offer that upsells them to your ultimate final high ticket offer that you might have. So you can create a whole pipeline, as they call it here, where you can automate the marketing process. The email campaigns are amazing as well. I have an email sequence of myself that I use on a daily basis. It's called the Daily Shift. So I love actually jumping into one platform inside of Kajabi and being able to automate my email sequences for the week. Or either, sometimes I like writing daily emails myself. So I'll wake up early and write whatever's on my heart that day and be able to jump into one platform, see what everything's doing inside of my business inside of one platform is awesome. So I don't forget and have to have multiple tabs open like many people do now when they're managing their website. They got to talk to their web developer. They got to do all these different things. And in the meantime, again, our whole purpose here is to drive revenue and traffic towards our business so we can drive sales and ultimately help more people, right? Okay. So let's jump down here. I want to make sure I got everything that you might want to see inside of the marketing tab. Okay, the events, again, automations you see here. You can manage all of your automation that you might have. Any triggers, just like the Zapier. When one thing happens, what do you want next to happen? An event that you might have in the future, you can start marketing for this, right? You can schedule an event, have a countdown timer on here, which is awesome because for me, before I was using Motion Mail inside of my emails, having to use Motion Mail, then go inside of my MailChimp, attach the Motion Mail link to the MailChimp. But now you can put all these things inside of your email campaigns. The forms, awesome as well. You can create forms in here for people that you might want to fill out. Any information that you want to collect on people that come into your space so you can be able to serve them at a later date or currently with your current clients that you might have. Okay, let's go into people. So this is where if you have any current contacts that you are trying to import, you can import them via a CSV file, have them all come inside. You can mass import them here. And if anyone reaches out to you, gives you their email address, you can manually add one person at a time and start, connecting with people, right? Your first assessment, these are assessments for maybe that you want to, put inside of your courses to teach your students to have some action step after they listen to a video, listen to anything that you have to teach, right? That you might want to have an assessment for them, whatever type of business, service-based business that you're trying to start or that you may have currently. Let's go into affiliates. This is where you can manage your affiliates that you might set up for your current business. So if you have any clients that you know have gotten amazing results and you feel like they can bring more people to you, it's incentivizing them to say, hey, if you enjoyed this course and you know someone else, it's an incentive for you to have your own link and pay them out a small fee for sending you that, just a referral, right? A referral fee. And you can manage those referral fees because I know new business owners and even maybe current business owners, they're trying to manually send people Cash Apps and Venmos and, hey, thank you so much. Let me send you this. You want to do this for having your business organized for tax purposes, for professionalism. You want to have everything in one place so you feel authentic, you feel professional, you feel like you have everything together, and it lowers your stress levels too. For anybody that is trying to figure out how to do these things, Kajabi makes it very easy for you. Okay, so let's go back up here, and I want to show you what it looks like inside of a final product. Okay, this is my current website and where I send a lot of people to, because I trust Kajabi, that I have automation set in place to where they will funnel into where I want them to go typically. Okay, so when most people land on a website, the thing that most business owners do, service-based business owners, they send them to a website and they expect people to take an actionable step, which some people might do. They might click around here or there, but I always say to my current clients and anybody that comes to me is that you want people to take an action when you send them somewhere, right? So what I have here is a free purpose training that they can go into, trying to add value to them, showing a little social proof. And then the next step, most people have a question. Again, I want to know the client journey. Go back and listen to my previous video over marketing funnels, right? And getting started with that, understanding where the client is going, the potential client, the person is coming to you. They may want to know about coaching and mentorship. They may want to know about my courses, any other things that I have to offer. I want to make it very, very simple for them to click into one space and then go to the next page that I want them to go to. So if they want to be interested in coaching and mentorship, this is, again, all within Kajabi that I just showed you on the back end that I've created. So I like VSLs, video sales letters. I want to connect with people via my face and voice so they can feel me. I am a coach, so I want them to experience me and what I have to offer, right? So they can book a call here. I did connect my Acuity scheduling link to here, and then also a next step page. This is a page that is actually taking people to that I've created on the back end of Kajabi. So after they booked a call, many people will say, what can I expect from the call? Well, I've created a video for that and I've made it its own page so they know next steps, okay? So let's go back here again so you can see a little bit more of my website, and you can get experience now from what I just showed you on the back end of Kajabi to what you can actually create for yourself using this platform. Before on Teachable, I couldn't have all of this automation to send people to these multiple different pages that I want them to do and have automated sequences in place to maybe once they opt into my daily shift emails, where does it send them next? What do I want to send them? Where do I want to take them along that client journey? Okay. So what I've made here as well is that I wanted people to know who I am. So I made a specific page with a VSL telling my story, right? Giving people, again, offering value, my free purpose training that sends them to a page to where they are able to get value there as well, right? So hopefully this shows you the ability of what Kajabi can do for your specific business. I want to take you inside the course platform, because many of you are here maybe for that as well, to say, I want to create courses. I want to, automate my knowledge base into a systemized format. I made a specific page where all of my courses are housed. I want to make it as easy as possible for people to come and say, what courses does Brian offer and how can it help me? So I've sectioned it off from what I teach: life mastery, mindset, relationships, and these are the courses for that. Leadership, speaker mastery, these are the courses for that, okay? Business mastery, these are all the courses for that, okay? And when you click inside of each course, I have then made a page for each course. So for example, my podcast course, I have a specific page that I have made. So when they click on this, what do they learn? Why should they join this course? Again, automating everything. Okay, they can click and purchase there. Okay, so you see now the sequence. I've taken you from my website to all of my pages, to opt-ins, to my courses, to anything that I want to sell or make people aware of, all within Kajabi. All right, so hopefully this showed you the power of what one platform can do versus another platform that you might be considering, which is fine. Again, I don't want to bash on any platform, but I'm trying to show you exactly the power and the ability of what one platform can do for you to make it a little bit easier to scale your business, start your business, and have it go to the moon, right? So if this helped you in any way, we're gonna jump back into the video here in just a second, and I'm gonna show you and wrap this off. So if this helped you, let me know down below in the comments. I do have a link for you as well for a 14-day free trial for you if you do wanna try out Kajabi. And that being said, thank you guys so much for watching this particular video. If it helped you out in any way, please, again, let me know. But that being said, I will check you out in the next video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and hit those notifications so you don't miss out on a new video that I produce on this channel. I appreciate each and every one of you for coming on to this platform and sharing this time with me. I'm so grateful. Like I said, you could have been anywhere else, but you said, I'm gonna spend a little bit of time and listen to what you have to say, Brian. So I thank you, and I'll see you in the next video.